Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Leopard Arena here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Lindsay High School, we get set for what would normally be Championship Saturday. We're going to call it Championship Wednesday as we get set for day 3 of a very messed up Charles K. Hately tournament or classic here in Lindsay, and get a Wednesday game underway or Wednesday day underway for a round of basketball games. Schedule has been messed up. Teams that couldn't make it, teams that did, change of who we're playing because of the weather messing everything up. It's going to be a strange day. But my name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here for this broadcast of Leopardette and Leopard basketball, is brought to you by the American Exchange Bank in Lindsay, as the Lindsay Leopardettes on the floor warming up, get set to take on the Sulphur Lady Bulldogs. This is the third place game, and it was not supposed to be Sulphur the Leopardettes were playing. They were to be playing actually Duncan, the Lady Demons from Duncan, but they were not able to make it down on Wednesday. So, again, a rearrangement of schedules puts the Sulphur Lady Bulldogs in to play the Leopardettes for third place in this tournament. And we'll have a boys matchup coming up, and it is the championship game on the boys' side. That game scheduled for 2 o'clock this afternoon. The Lindsay Leopards are set to take on the Sulphur Bulldogs themselves for the championship on the boys' side of the bracket. The Leopardettes coming off of a tough loss against the Lady Fighting Chicks of Chickasha. That game actually was on a Monday night. 31-24, the final score in that ball game. Leopardettes had nobody in double figures. They did get 7 from Maddie McGowan, also got 7 from Cannon Russell in that game to lead the way for the Leopardettes. But a scoreless second quarter really hurt them. The Leopardettes had a 4-point lead at the end of one in that game. It was 11-7. And then by the end of the second quarter, it was 15-11. The Leopardettes down by 4. And still just a 1-point game there in the third quarter, as Chickasha had a 1-point lead at 22-21. But the Leopardettes took a quick lead in the third quarter to go up 23-22. And from there, it would be all Chickasha down the stretch. They finish on a 9-1 run and end up taking a 7-point victory at 31-24 over the Leopardettes. That puts the Leopardettes coming into today's matchup, at 9-3 on the season, and they'll face a Sulphur team that comes in just 1-7. Sulphur's girls' only win came against Dixon. That game in the 7th place game of the Medill tournament back before the Christmas break. But this is a Sulphur team. Again, they've played some very good competition. They played Purcell out of Class 4A. They've played Bethel, who's number 14 in the state at the time in Class 3A. Bing and Ada are both 4A teams that handed them 12-point losses. They actually only lost by 3 to that Bing team, but fell against Pauls Valley on Monday night, 40-32, the final score in that game. They were led by Jaden Lee, who ended up with 11 in that ball game, and then Jordan Johnson, the freshman, actually had 9 in that game. This is a young Sulphur team. They've got one senior and a couple of juniors on the team, and the rest are all sophomores and freshmen, as we visited with Coach Chad Walker before the game, and they've just struggled. They struggle to shoot the ball. They don't shoot well. They were 18% from the field against Pauls Valley Monday night in their game. That was actually a second-round game on the consolation side of the bracket, but 18% from the field, 19% from 3, and only 42% from the free throw line. So historically, you go back and look at this Sulphur Lady Bulldog team, and they struggle to get above 25% shooting from the field, but they put up a bunch of shots because they are a very scrappy team, and they've got girls that can step out and hit the three, but it's just been a struggle for them here in this season with a very young ball club. So Coach Walker commenting that it's not that they don't try. It's not for lack of effort. They just haven't found the rhythm and have the shooting to go along with their athleticism. So, again, that speaks, though, of how the Leopardettes are going to have to play this morning. They're going to have to play smart. They're going to have to make sure that they're on the glass, that they're blocking out, because these Sulphur girls they'll battle you for every loose ball, for every rebound, and they'll get up a lot of second-chance opportunities if you don't keep them off the glass. So a good matchup should be coming up here between Lindsay and Sulphur girls for, again, third place in the Charles Cahately Classic for 2025. And, again, coming up, scheduled for a 2 o'clock tip-off is the Lindsay Leopards and the Sulphur Bulldogs. The Leopards coming in 8-4 after they picked up a win over Pauls Valley on a Monday night, and it was a good ball game for the Leopardettes, or for the Leopards, excuse me. I've switched gears now. I need to get back into the boys game. 50-37, they beat Pauls Valley in the game. 18 points from Creed Taylor, who had 4 threes in the first half of that ball game, and he was the only player in double figures for the Leopards. A couple for Pauls Valley, as Jacob Medina, always a force, had 12. Maddox Prince had 11, but the Leopards, too many turnovers in that game. I know Coach Devin Terry probably not happy. 18 turnovers is what I had the Leopards for in a game, but they shot very, very, very well and held Pauls Valley to just 25% shooting from the field. The Leopards end up 19 of 41 and shoot 46% from the field. So, again, good shooting. The Leopards have done that all season long, 40+% many, many times from the field, and as long as you can continue that, if you can cut the turnovers down, I think the Leopards have got a really good chance, again, to pick up a championship here. Again, Sulphur team that is going to have a single player that they're really going to have to worry about in Bridge Barrett. And Barrett is, of course, the Barrett name, no stranger to Lindsay folks, but Bridge, the 6'1 junior, as Sulphur defeated Chickasha in their second-round game, semifinal game, 54-37. Bridge Barrett had 32 of those 54 points. Tells you how important he is. He had 25 back against Bing before the Christmas break. I did not have any other totals for him, but there's no question Bridge Barrett is the guy the Leopards are going to have to stop. And, of course, we'll talk more about their game coming up as we get set for them later this afternoon. Right now, we're going to take a timeout. We should have a national anthem coming up. We'll come back after this break, get you the starting lineups and the tip-off between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the Sulphur Lady Bulldogs. Right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
We are back here at Leopard Arena. Let's get you to the starting lineups. We'll start with the Sulphur Lady Bulldogs. Number 3 is Amari Peters. Peters is a junior. Number 14, Emily McCage. She is the lone senior on this Lady Bulldog Ball Club. Number 22 is a sophomore, Haley Beasley. Number 10 is sophomore Kate Woods. And to round up the starting 5 is number 25, Jaden Lee. Lee also a sophomore. The head coach for the Lady Bulldogs is Chad Walker. He is assisted by Tamara Lee and Demaya Howard. And again, the Lady Bulldogs come into the contest today 1-7 on the season. The Lindsay Leopardettes, who come in 9-3 on the season, again after that tough loss against Chickasha on Monday, looking to bounce back from there. And they'll start this way. At guard, a 5'4 senior is number 1, Gentry Wilmot. At forward will be a 5'10 senior. Number 5 is Maddie McGowan. Also at forward, a 5'7 senior. Number 10, Leslie Wilmot. At guard will be a 5'4 senior. Number 22, Cannon Russell. And getting the start tonight at guard as well, a 5'1 sophomore, number 25, Marisol Hernandez. So Hernandez, Russell, Leslie, McGowan, and Gentry, the starting 5 for the head coach of the Leopardettes, Brian Cater. He's assisted by Johnny Dodd and Alini Moore. And the Leopardettes, again, 9-3, ranked number 12 in the state in Class 3A. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you're here with us for this broadcast of Leopardette basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank in Lindsay. I am tickled to death to get to work with the OG team. We have Paige Sutherland running the live stream for us this morning and again this afternoon. And tickled to death to get to work with Paige again. And when I've got Kevin Scruggs up running the camera, Jason Wallenberg, we're interrupting his daytime activities to do a basketball game this morning, so I appreciate him hanging on down there and running the FM side at FM 105.1. So make sure you join us either on YouTube at KBLPlive, FM 105.1 on your FM radio, and we're ready to get underway as McGowan and Beasley will tip it away, and it actually ends up being controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. As Lee will bring it across, dumps it over on the right wing to McCage. Works toward the top, now works back to the wing, comes back to the high post to the hands of Beasley. Tries to get around McGowan to the elbow and send it out into the corner. Woods pass is tipped away but tracked down by Beasley. Here's McCage working around the screen, hits to the left side, and good hustle over there as Russell tips a pass out of bounds. It stays with the Lady Bulldogs. Inbounds up top for Lee, drives to the lane, gets double teamed with McGowan. Shot is off the mark. McGowan pulls down the board for the Leopardettes, and here comes Russell. Leopardettes' first trip on offense, and they will face, looks like a 3-2 zone here from the Lady Bulldogs. McGowan swings it left side to Hernandez quickly into the left corner for Russell. Back up between the circles, McGowan. The dribble pass over to Gentry, who tried to lob it into the corner for Hernandez. That lob pass too easy out there and batted out of bounds by McCage, but stays with the Leopardettes. Leslie gets it back in the corner, back up top. McGowan has a 3-ball on the way, and it's very short. It's an air ball. It was tipped inbounds by Beasley, but she was standing out of bounds when she hit it. It'll be Leopardette basketball. Leopardettes still trying to figure out how to attack this zone. The inbounds pass comes to Hernandez up top. Leslie right back to Hernandez. Left corner 3 on the way from Marisol's an air ball, but Gentry's on the backside. A rebound and a putback from Gentry Wilmot puts the Leopardettes on the board with a 2-0 lead. The ball movement, good skip pass, but then the good rebound on the backside by Gentry. Baseline cut off is Woods. Sends it back over on the right wing out to Lee. There's a 3 from the right wing for Woods. Bank is open. She banks that one in, and Woods gives the Lady Bulldogs a 1-point lead. Up top, McGowan. Back into the corner, Gentry. Skips it down to Leslie left side. Lost the pass momentarily. Gets it back to Russell in the corner. Sulphur doing a good job of rotating that zone around, keeping the Leopardettes covered up. Hernandez in the right corner, back to right wing from McGowan, back to Hernandez, looking inside at Gentry, and there's another turnover. Got it tipped away, and there is Peters, who got it across the lane, and the blown layup from Lee, and McGowan had her rebound taken away from her. And jump ball, and actually I guess we got a timeout call before they get the jump. So Leopardettes called a timeout with 5:45 left here in the first quarter. 3-2 Sulphur. Let's take a timeout. We'll back to Leopard Arena after this. Live coverage of Leopardette basketball is presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
At South Central Medical and Resource Center, we strive to provide the highest level of medical care to the communities that we serve. It's our goal to foster and inspire a family atmosphere, and that doesn't just start in our waiting room. That's why South Central Medical and Resource Center is a proud sponsor of Lindsay Athletics and Academics.
Leopardette basketball out of the timeout. Full court press by the Lady Bulldogs. Marisol still trying to get it across the timeline. Gentry finally does. Pass nearly stolen away, but tipped out of bounds by Beasley. Told you this is a hustling Lady Bulldog team. They will fight you for every pass and every loose ball. Leopardettes are going to have to take care of the basketball. McGowan inside, double teamed, and traveled with it. Tried to get away one way and figured out she was double teamed. And the Leopardettes have 3 quick turnovers in this ball game, and they're going to come out with some full court pressure of their own. Hernandez hounds Lee as she's coming up the floor, gets across the timeline. Gets a screen from Woods, gets it into the right corner for McCage. Back to Peters, inside goes to Beasley. Beasley, the hook shot off the top of the backboard, but she's fouled, will get free throws. Foul called on Leslie Wilmot, her first, the first team foul on the Leopardettes. And Haley Beasley will head to the line to shoot 2. Lady Bulldogs with a 3-2 lead here with 5:12 left in the first. Beasley knocks down the first free throw to give the Lady Bulldogs a 2-point lead. Beasley readies for a second, and that one's off the side of the rim, no good. Cannon Russell with the rebound. She'll push the other way. Has Gentry in the corner right side. Back to the short corner, Russell. Trapped out in the corner, gets it to McGowan. Low post right side, turns around, gets it to Leslie. Nice move from Leslie to avoid the contact, get up and put it in, and it's a 4-4 ball game. Lee pushes it up, gets it into the right corner to McCage. Back up top, Beasley. Beasley looked to take McGowan to the glass, and she traveled with it. Good defense. Maddie stopped her on the penetration, and she picked up that pivot foot. First turnover against the Lady Bulldogs. 4:35 left here in the first. We are all knotted up at 4. Russell walks it up quickly to the left corner for Leslie. Waits for Gentry to come to the short corner. Inside McGowan. Good anticipation, I should say, from Beasley. Knocks the pass away. Leopardettes have the basketball, though. Short corner, Leslie again. Back to Gentry. Up top to the free throw line. Russell drives around, gets fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. Emily McCage picks up the foul. Her first will be the first team foul on Sulphur. But good ball movement, and again, a good job underneath from McGowan trying to set the screen to allow Russell to get to the rack. And Cannon Russell heads to the line for 2 and knocks down the first one. Leopardettes back up by 1 now, 5-4. And second free throw for Cannon is on the way. That one's good as well. 6-4 Leopardettes. They have 4:10 left here in the first. Peters to Lee. Lee struggles. Finally gets a handle on it. Gets across the timeline. Double team, threw it in the direction of Beasley, who was not ready for the pass. 15-footer will not drop, and then out of bounds on the rebound. Knocked out by the Leopardettes, so Beasley will trigger on the baseline for the Lady Bulldogs. Leopardettes do a good job of covering there. McCage gets the inbounds, tries to take Leslie in the lane, has to pull it back out to Peters between the circles. She turns, goes to the right elbow, sends it back across to Beasley. Beasley double-teamed in the lane, misses a shot short. Leslie Wilmot comes up with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul called on number 22, Haley Beasley. Great rebound right there from Wilmot. You will not find anybody who fights for a tougher rebound than Leslie Wilmot does. She gets that one and gets the foul on Beasley. Her first is the team's second. Trap in the backcourt. Gentry gets it. She's trapped. She'll spin out of that, get it to Russell. Russell penetrates to the free throw line, finds McGowan coming from the right side. McGowan's basket is good. She'll draw the contact. And that is number 2 on McCage. Third team foul on the Lady Bulldogs, but a basket and an and one opportunity now for McGowan, who's got the Leopardettes up by 4 at 8-4. And second free throw will not drop, but it's tipped out of bounds on the rebound. They're going to say it was last touched by Beasley from Sulphur. It'll be Leopardette basketball. Gentry. They screen from Russell for the three from the right wing, but it's too strong. Beasley claims the miss. Lee, again, hounded in the backcourt by Hernandez. She'll get it across, gets around the Woods screen, gets to the elbow. McGowan turns her away. She retreats and goes back. Double teamed, shot blocked by McGowan right into the hands of Leslie Wilmot. Russell puts it the other way. Gets it back from Hernandez on the right wing. Up top, sends it to Gentry. Skip all the way to Hernandez on the backside of that zone. Unfortunately, the 5'2" is not going to face up against the 5'9" or 10 of Beasley. They work it back out to Russell. She gets away from Peters. Hernandez right corner. Has Beasley on her. Needs to get it away. Russell finally gets it low post right side. Across the lane to Leslie in the lane. Can't get it to go, but she'll get a couple of free throws here as the foul called on number 25, Jaden Lee. Lee's first is the team's fourth. So with 2:38 left here in the first, the next foul on Sulphur will put the Leopardettes in the bonus for this first quarter. Leslie Wilmot at the line, knocks down the first free throw. Leslie on the season, a good free throw shooter. Hits them both. And loose ball picked up by Leslie. She gets it ahead to McGowan. McGowan expecting contact there, was way too strong on the foul. And then again, great hustle on the floor. Hernandez fights, and she's struggling to get up there. That was, again, dove to the floor after that one. She's shaking up, but she'll get up and walk it off. Getting the Leopardettes with the full court pressure. Nearly came up with the turnover there. 10-4 Leopardettes. Lee will get the inbounds. Hernandez stays with her. Now Leslie comes to help trap. Got her trapped in the backcourt. Nearly came up with a loose ball. And they will force the turnover as McCage tried to fake one way to go the other. And that's turnover number 3 against Sulphur. So Russell will get the inbounds from Wilmot. They'll face this 3-2 zone again. Again, skip it to left corner. To Russell, left elbow jumper. The feed from Leslie. Cannon knocks it down for her 4th point, and it's a 12-4 Leopardette lead. They are on a 10-0 run right here. Peters races down, stops right elbow, dumps it down. Great anticipation, and Hernandez steals the basketball. Gentry hesitates, drives around Peters, gets to the baseline, stops, sends it back out to Russell right wing. Fakes, gets to the elbow, now we'll back it out, send it Hernandez left wing. Free throw line. McGowan to a cutting down the baseline. Gentry Wilmot, who lays it in. A 12-0 run will force a timeout called by Coach Chad Walker as the Leopardettes have opened up a 10-point lead at 14-4. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
14-4 Leopardettes, as Sulphur took a 4-2 lead, and it's been all Leopardettes since then. They forced 4 turnovers and have gotten the points off of those. Leopardettes are 4 for 5 at the free throw line as well here in this first quarter. But with 1:35 left, it's a 10-point Lindsay lead. Sulphur with the ball will face this full court pressure from the Leopardettes. Beasley the inbounds. Finally gets it to Woods. No, she doesn't. Stolen by Gentry. Into the lane for McGowan. Across the lane, Hernandez, who gets rejected by Peters. But Peters will pick up the foul, her first 15 foul. So for the final 1:29 of this first quarter, Leopardettes are in the bonus. This is 2 free throws coming up, though, from Hernandez. And she knocks the first one down. You usually expect the 5'10s and 6-footers to be rejecting shots, and that was a 5'1 Hernandez against a 5'2 Amari Peters. And Peters with the block. 2 shortest girls on the floor going at each other. Hernandez knocks down both free throws. The Leopardettes are now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And they have a 16-4 lead with 1:25 left in the first. They'll trap Beasley. She gets it away to Lee. Lee nearly had it stripped by Russell. They'll double-team Lee. She gets it away to McCage. Down to the left baseline in the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs, and I missed getting her in the game, is Jordan Johnson, the freshman. She's a very good three-point shooter as well. Peters gets it back. She'll back up to set the offense up. Russell on the defense. Russell knocks the ball loose, and then jump ball. I was afraid they were going to get Cannon because she had a whole lot of Jaden Lee's arm there, but they do get the jump ball, and possession arrow belongs with the Leopardettes. That'll count as the 5th turnover now against the Lady Bulldogs. So we're under a minute to go. It's a 12-point Leopardette lead. Gentry, left corner, McGowan, covered by Beasley. Drives up top, sends it to Russell at the free throw line. She'll back out, goes back down low, right side. McGowan takes it right at Beasley and puts it up and in. 18-4 Leopardettes. McGowan with 4 in the quarter. Lee will bring it across with Hernandez on her. Goes all the way to the baseline. Lost the handle on the dribble. Out of bounds. Turnover number 6. And the Leopardettes will bring it the other way. 30 seconds left. See if the Leopardettes try to hold it for 1 here. Gentry gets it high on that left side, picked up by Lee, goes back to Russell on the wing. Peters. Russell falls down, loses the basketball, no whistles, and turnover number 5 on the Leopardettes as Lee will bring it up for Sulphur. Works around the Beasley screen, goes all the way to the rack, lays it up and in. Nice screen from Beasley up top, and no help side defense allows Lee to get to the rack. So we get to the end of 1. It'll be 18-6. Leopardettes with the 12-point lead. And it'll be Sulphur basketball for the second quarter. We'll come back and do that right after this. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
At South Central Medical and Resource Center, we strive to provide the highest level of medical care to the communities that we serve. It's our goal to foster and inspire a family atmosphere. And that doesn't just start in our waiting room. That's why South Central Medical and Resource Center is a proud sponsor of Lindsay Athletics and Academics.
Back here to the Leopard Arena, the Leopardettes with a 12-point lead as we start the second quarter. Greg Peary with you here courtside. Flying solo today. Glenn couldn't be with us this morning. He'll be back for this afternoon's ball game. Paige Sutherland up on the live stream. Kevin Scruggs on our camera. Jason Wallenberg back at the studios as Lee has it for Sulphur with Hernandez on the defense. Goes to the high post to Beasley, and Beasley traveled with it. Went to make a move on McGowan and gets whistled for the travel, and that'll be turnover number 7 now on Sulphur, and the Leopardettes get it back. Cannon Russell walks it up. It's still in that 3-2 zone for Pauls Valley. Russell gets it back on the wing from Gentry, and then Peters will get whistled for the foul as she trips. Cannon Russell, her first, will be the team's first here in the second quarter. Actually, that is number 2 on Peters. Gentry inside to Russell, low post right side. Skip it all the way out to Hernandez. Left wing 3 is short. Rebound pulled down underneath by McCage. Lee drives all the way down, and we'll get a blocking foul called. Russell stood her ground there. Coach Dodd's going, I'm not sure about that one. But they'll call that on Cannon Russell. Her first, just the first team foul. Only 2 fouls have been called on the Leopardettes so far in this ball game, but that will put Jaden Lee at the free throw line. Lee's first trip to the line this morning, and she'll knock it down. This will just be the 4th free throw attempt of the ball game for Sulphur. They are 2 of 3 so far. That makes it an 18-7 ball game. Again, we're nearly a minute into this second quarter. Lee's second one on the way will not drop. Leslie Wilmot with her 3rd rebound. Quickly ahead to Gentry on the right wing. Trying to get it to McGowan. They've got her covered, so they'll go to Russell in the right corner. Russell trying to get away from Peters, and Peters will get whistled for the foul. That is number 3 on Amari Peters, 2nd team foul in the quarter. Russell will inbounds from in front of the Sulphur bench, gets it to McGowan, right back on the give and go. Russell across the lane to Leslie. Her shot's blocked, but Cannon Russell comes up with the miss. Sends it up top to a wide open McGowan, who's way off to the right with her 3, and McCage will come up with that miss. Lee pushes it up, stops right wing with Hernandez in front of her. Looks to go back right, comes back left to the high post. McCage gets a look at 3 from the right wing, and it's good. And I mentioned McCage, Lee, and Johnson, all 3 can hit that 3. Second 3 of the game for the Lady Bulldogs, and it's an 18-10 ball game. This is a 6-0 run now from the Lady Bulldogs. Leslie, left side to Russell. Got cut through a double screen and had McGowan underneath, and Cannon's pass, and McGowan wasn't quite ready for it. It wasn't a great pass, partially tipped, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Sulphur Lady Bulldogs basketball. Number 13, the 5'9" junior, Jolie McReynolds, checks in for the Leopardettes. McGowan gets a breather as Lee pushes up again for the Lady Bulldogs. Goes left, goes back right. Right elbow, Beasley turns around, faces on McGowan, gets into the lane. McGowan not letting her have an easy one, forces up a tough shot. Got her own miss, that one won't go, and finally McGowan will pull it for the Leopardettes. 5:50 left here in the first half. Leopardettes lead is down to 8. And we'll have a reach-in foul called on number 25, Jaden Lee, her 2nd, 3rd team foul here in the quarter against Sulphur. Russell gets the inbounds again, looks to penetrate, pulls it back out to the high post. McGowan to Russell, steps through, lays it off the glass and in. Nice move. Defender went to go cover Hernandez in the corner, left a lane for Cannon Russell to go up and lay it in, put the Leopardettes back up in double figures at 10. Shot blocked out of bounds by the Leopardettes. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Inbounds for Johnson on the baseline. Got it to the corner to Lee. She'll retreat back to the wing and Now goes back right, tries to go baseline, sees McGowan there, thinks better of it. McCage around the screen from Beasley. Runner on the left side won't go. McReynolds claims it for the Leopardettes. The outlet for Gentry. Gentry goes baseline right side, looks inside. McGowan's the pass to McGowan tipped, but she comes up with it. Works it quickly back around. Hernandez wide open. Long range three from the left wing is off, but McGowan, the rebound, her putback won't go. Johnson will come up with that rebound. Lady Bulldogs will bring it the other way. Lee on the handle. Goes to a pass intended to the high post. It was tipped by Hernandez. The Leopardettes have forced 8 turnovers now on Sulphur. Here comes Lindsay. McReynolds wide open left side. Great find from Gentry Wilmot, and a nice job of McReynolds finding an open spot on the backside of that zone. Got in there, and the Leopardettes back up by 12 at 22-10. We have 4:20 left in the half. Hernandez tips another pass, and then they'll call the travel. Lee with the turnover is number 9, and we'll have a timeout called by Sulphur. 4:18 left in the half. Leopardettes by 12. We'll send it back up to Page. We're back after this timeout. Leopardette basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
4:18 left to go in the half. Leopardettes with the basketball out of the timeout, and Gentry lost handle on the basketball, bounced it, and caught it back, and that's a turnover. Cannot do that. That is turnover number 6. So we're the coach apparently said something in front of one of the officials that she didn't particularly like, so gave a warning to the coach. Lee gets the inbounds for the Lady Bulldogs. Works baseline. Woods right back to Lee in transition down the lane. Got it up and in. Nice give and go, and Lee gets a basket. She has 5. It's 22-14. Leopardettes going to be 22-12. And actually, I think I should have 22-14. No, 22-12. I'll get it right in a minute. Lee off the inbounds. Leopardette 10-point lead. Works around the screen from Beasley, gets down, just throws one at the glass, and it goes in. Was expecting that to get blocked, and it didn't, and Lee got the roll. Now it is 22-14. Leopardette lead is down to 8. Inside, loose ball, taken away. Leopardettes with their 7th turnover. Lob to the high post to Beasley. Turns around, faces up on McGowan. Steps through, throws one up, not anywhere close. And again, great hustle for the smallest girl on the floor as Hernandez comes away with the miss and then got mauled underneath. The foul was on at number 22, Haley Beasley, her 2nd. Team foul number 4 in the quarter. We've still got 3:20 left before halftime. Russell brings it up, switches it all the way to the left side. Hernandez. McReynolds in the left corner, comes back to Hernandez, right back to McReynolds. Her pass intended for Leslie was tipped in the air. McCage nearly had the steal, and the Leopardettes tie her up, and they got lucky and have the possession arrow. So Leopardette basketball under their own basket. Leslie will pull the trigger there. All the way up top to McGowan. Turns down to 3. Goes right wing to Russell. She'll fire the 3, and it's too strong. Backside rebound. Leslie was there. Had 2 girls behind her, and it's off of Leslie out of bounds. So turnover number 8, Leopardettes. Johnson will get the inbounds from Lee. She'll go to work on Russell. Picks up her dribble. Gets it away to Beasley across the timeline. She'll go baseline right side. Stopped on the double team from McReynolds, and McReynolds forced her to pick it up and drag that pivot foot. And turnover Sulphur, number 10. Back in the ball game for Sulphur will be Amari Peters, number 3, and Beasley will check out. Russell will be picked up in the backcourt by Woods. She'll send it back over to Hernandez instead. Goes back over to Russell, down to the baseline. McReynolds lost the handle on it, trying to pass, wanted to pass it, saw she didn't have anybody there, and then tried to get it back, couldn't. Ultimately resulted in turnover number 9 for the Leopardettes. McReynolds checks out. Gentry Wilmot back in for Lindsay. In the backcourt, Hernandez stays with Lee step for step all the way down. She'll leave it in the corner for McCage. McCage inside to the free throw line. Way off the mark with a jumper from there. Cannon Russell with the miss. Gentry right wing. Skip across left side, Hernandez. Leslie in the corner left side. Has Gentry. Goes inside to McGowan. Nice work. McGowan high off the glass. Gets it to drop in for her 6th point of the game. Jordan Johnson for Sulphur picks up the foul, her first. That's 5 team. So with 2:19 left, the Leopardettes are already in the bonus, but this will be an and one opportunity again for McGowan. This time she knocks it down. Missed her first one. Got that one to make it 25-14 Leopardettes. 11-point lead with 2:15 left to go. Lee drives the lane. Missed her first shot, but nobody blocked her out. She got the rebound and was fouled on the putback attempt. McGowan picks up her first, just the 2nd team foul. And Jaden Lee will go to the free throw line. 1 for 2 her first trip to the line. And that one won't drop. She has 7 points so far in the game for Sulphur, leads the way for them. And the second one from Jaden Lee will drop. Beasley is back in the ball game. Amari Peters will check out. Peters got 3 fouls, so coach didn't want to leave her in there very long. 25-15, Leopardettes by 10 as Russell gets it. Sends it right wing into the corner for Gentry. Leslie short corner, back to Gentry, back to Russell, top of the key. Left wing Hernandez, her pass intended for Leslie was tipped by McCage. Corralled by Hernandez long enough for Coach Cater to get a timeout called, and since it's a full timeout, we'll take a 60-second one with them. This is Leopardette basketball and a 10-point lead for the Leopardettes, and we'll come back after this. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
(25-15). The Leopardettes have a 10-point lead, and we've got 1:52 left before halftime. It hasn't been pretty by any stretch. 10 turnovers against Sulphur, 9 against the Leopardettes. But it's still been a battle, just like we expected it would be. Russell with the basketball for Lindsay as they have the ball out of the timeout. Hernandez gets it to Leslie left wing. Short corner, Gentry back to Leslie. Back out to Hernandez. They'll wing it to the other side. Russell this time, and now that's a foul on number 10, Kate Woods. If she went to knock that pass away and knocks it right into the hand, or swung right into the hand of Gentry Wilmot. First one Woods, but over the foul limit for Sulphur. So this will be 2 free throws coming up for Gentry Wilmot. She has not been to the line yet this morning. And the first one rounds around and falls off. No good. 7 for 9 at the line for the Leopardettes here in this first half so far. Second free throw from Gentry drops in. 26-15, Leopardettes by 11. A minute and a half to go before halftime. Lee crosses the timeline, sends it over to McCage on the right wing, picked up by Leslie. McCage to the free throw line. Leslie with her step for step, and then McCage threw it out of bounds as she was stumbling, trying to get stopped, and that'll be turnover number 11 now on the Lady Bulldogs. Russell brings it up. Sulphur stayed in that 3-2 zone this whole first half. Russell across the lane to Leslie, turns around against the double team. Nice right-hander push. Leslie Wilmot has 6 in the half. It's 28-15 Leopardettes. Lee, a handoff for Johnson, nearly taken by Russell. Johnson takes Russell all the way to the baseline, throws up just a prayer of a shot, and there's Kate Woods just laying on the back of Gentry Wilmot, who came up with the miss. Woods second, and Gentry's going to go right back to the free throw line where she just went 1 for 2. See if she figured that out, can go 2 for 2 here. She can double up the Lady Bulldogs if she can knock a couple in here with just 51 seconds left. Gentry readies. First one is up and good. 29-15, Leopardettes by 14. Second free throw from Wilmot on the way. Gentry knocks that one down as well. She's 3 of 4 at the line, and the Leopardettes are up by 15, 30-15, as Lee brings it up with 45 seconds left. Right wing, Hernandez with her step for step. Reverses, goes back, left it for McCage. She drives to the top of the key, gets to the left elbow, picks up her dribble, lobs up top for Johnson. Russell knocks it away. Russell, if she can never get control of it, not sure she would ever got that off, but it doesn't matter because Jordan Johnson made sure she wasn't going to get it off. And she'll pick up her second personal and send Cannon Russell to the free throw line. Cannon came down hard on her knee down there too. Make sure that's okay for her, but Cannon steps up, knocks down the free throws. She's got 7.5 now. Puts the Leopardettes up 31-15. Russell's second one on the way. That one's also good. She's perfect, 4 for 4 at the line. 32-15 Leopardettes. Nearly had a steal at the other end, but Lee brings it the other way. Left wing, Johnson goes baseline around Russell, missed the shot, but Gentry has the rebound on the backside. Hounded by Woods, gets it away to Hernandez. Hernandez races across the timeline. Russell in the corner, tried to go underneath the McGowan, and is tipped out of bounds by Beasley. Stays with the Leopardettes. 9.6 seconds left before halftime. Looking for Maddie in the inside. They've got her covered up, so they get it to Russell in the corner. Her three's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound for Beasley. Outlet for Lee. Her shot at the buzzer from three-quarter court doesn't go. And so we get to the end of one. It is 32-15. Leopardettes by 17 over the Sulphur Lady Bulldogs. We'll send it back up to Paige, take a timeout. We'll get to our unofficial stats after this, and your American Exchange Bank halftime show coming up after this timeout on KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Lingman Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Lindsay community. We hope you'll keep us in mind for all your oilfield electrical needs. You can give us a call at 405-756-4773.
Here at halftime, your American Exchange Bank halftime show from Leopard Arena. The Leopardettes with a 17-point lead here at halftime. It is 32-15 our score. And looking at our officially unofficial stats from the first half, Sulphur led by the sophomore Jaden Lee, and she's got 8 here in the first half. She was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 apiece from Kate Woods and Emily McCage. They have 2 threes in the ball game, or 3 apiece for 2 threes in the game for Sulphur. In fact, those are the only 3-point baskets shot by either team, or hit by either team, I should say. And then a free throw from Haley Beasley. That rounds out the scoring for Sulphur, who were 50% from the free throw line at 3 of 6. Leopardettes have really spread the scoring around. Cannon Russell has 8 to lead the way for Lindsay. Gentry Wilmot, Maddie McGowan have 7 apiece. Leslie Wilmot has 6, and then 2 apiece for Marisol Hernandez and Jolie McReynolds. The Leopardettes great from the line, 12 of 14, 86% free throw shooting. And we talked about free throws a minute ago, but the Leopardettes as a team on the season so far are only shooting 62%, so nice to see them stepping that up here in the first half here. They are 86% from the line here in the first half. They have out-rebounded Sulphur by 6 here in the first half, 14-8. The Leopardettes plus 6 on the glass. And the Leopardettes, however, with 9 turnovers in the first half, Sulphur with 11. So you know Coach Cater would like to see them get that fixed and get the turnovers taken away here at halftime, maybe to get this second half to maybe not have that many turnovers. But again, it's a 32-15 lead for the Leopardettes for a 17-point advantage at halftime. Greg Peary, Paige Sutherland running the live stream. Kevin Scruggs on the camera. Jason Wallenberg back at our studios running the FM side at 105.1 FM. And Leopardettes have a second half to go here. Again, a reminder, the Lindsay Leopards will take on the Sulphur Bulldogs for the championship in this Charles K. Hately Classic for 2025. That game's scheduled for a 2 p.m. tip-off, so make sure you plan to be back with us then after this game is over, and we'll bring you the championship game for the final game of the day and the final game of the Classic for this year, which, again, has really been a struggle. Hats off to athletic director Tommy Ferguson and the staff and faculty here at Lindsay High School, because this has been a challenge to have a 3-day tournament for Thursday, Friday, Saturday get delayed by 2 days of bad weather, and try to figure out how to get all these teams to get this tournament played around regularly scheduled games on Tuesday nights and Wednesday church nights, and they've done a great job. And I'll also give my shout out to the hospitality committee. I always tell people that this is my favorite tournament ever anywhere, because I get to hang out down here and watch some great basketball, cover some great Lindsay High School girls and boys basketball, but I get to hang out in the hospitality room and gain about 30 or 40 pounds in 3 days. So they do a great job down there, so a big thank you to them. And Larissa Jones and her crew down there keeping things running in the hospitality suite. With that, we're going to wrap up the American Exchange Bank halftime show. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back with the third quarter, and it will be Sulphur basketball when we do. And we'll do that right after this here on KBLP Live.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay. For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
Back to get the third quarter underway. Lady Bulldogs on the basketball. Beasley will get it to Lee in the backcourt. Hernandez again draws the assignment of staying with her. She drives all the way to the wing right side, cut off by Hernandez. Tries to go baseline, gets double teamed down there, throws up a prayer that doesn't go. And rebound is pulled down in the lane by Leopardettes, and actually have a sub in there that I didn't pick. Kylie Byram, the 5'5 sophomore, is the one who pulled down that rebound, headed the other way, and Leopardettes have a pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with them under the basket. Gentry to inbounds, gets it to Russell, wide open left corner. Three is on the way, but it will not drop. There's Byram with another rebound, but it is tipped as she goes up with the shot. Beasley kept it alive for the Lady Bulldogs. They go to Beasley at the high post. McCage right side, three ball on the way. It's an air ball. Gentry with the miss underneath. She races the other way, looking for numbers. Russell back to Gentry underneath, across the lane to Hernandez. Byram, three, left corner, does everything but go down for her. Bounced off one side of the rim, the other, but would not drop in. McCage pushes the other way. Runner down the baseline doesn't go. Got her own miss. That one doesn't go. Beasley with the rebound. Got to get some girls off the glass. Beasley got the putback to make it 32-17. Cuts the Leopardette lead to 15. McGowan hounded by Peters. Gets it in the right corner to Gentry. Gentry goes baseline. Gets it to Russell. Passes tipped, but right to McGowan. Sends it left side to Hernandez. Left corner Russell, wanted to go inside to Byron, but great anticipation again of that as Woods tips it out of it. In for the Leopardettes, number 45, Alondra Lopez, the 5'9 junior. McGowan gets to have a breather. Gentry Wilmot on the baseline to trigger. Russell right back to Gentry. Left corner three is on the way. Still, the Leopardettes cannot buy a three-point basket. And Byram will pick up the foul, trying to go back and get that rebound. That's her first on the Leopardettes here in the third quarter. Lee pushes across, leaves it for Peters on the wing. She'll go dribble handoff to McCage. McCage looking for the backdoor cut to Lee. Hernandez tipped it, but it ended up going out of bounds off of Gentry Wilmot. It stays with the Lady Bulldogs. Beasley on the baseline. Looking for Lee. Can't get it to her. McCage gets it right in front of her. Tipped away by Byram. McCage gets it back. Now she's trapped in the corner. And went to Beasley. Beasley let it go through her hands, but tracked it down. She'll flip it to Lee. Lee works down the right side, gets to the corner, leaves it on the wing. Beasley double teamed, and Byram did a great job of coming in to double team her from the backside, but aggressive going after the basketball, and Kylie Byram picks up her second personal. Second team foul here in the quarter on the Leopardettes. Beasley inside, Hernandez, it's Russell that knocked it away. Stays with Sulphur. They'll move to the other side of the basket this time. Lee gets the inbounds around a wood screen. Can't get the shot to drop, though. Cannon Russell with the miss. In transition, got it to Byram out to the left side. Gentry tries that three from there again. It's an air ball. Hernandez, the backside rebound, and timeout called by the Leopardettes. 5:33 left to go in the third quarter. 32-17, Lindsay on top. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll come back after this. This is Leopardette basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Incorporated is a proud
5:33 left in the third. It'll be Sulphur basketball out of the timeout.
For all your oilfield electrical needs, you can give us a call at 405-756-4773.
Hernandez with the defense goes all the way coast to coast into the right corner, and then Byram with the steal. Finally got control of it, and then had it stripped out of bounds. Great hustle from Amari Peters as she flies down the floor. I thought Byram had an easy one, and Peters made sure that didn't happen. Russell gets a wide open look at three left of wing, and it's an air ball, and Hernandez can't track it down. We were talking off the air. Leopardettes do not have a three-point basket made in this ball game, and I want to guess they're probably 0 of 15 right now from three. It has not been pretty from three-point, but the Leopardettes have not allowed the Sulphur to climb back in this one yet. They've still kept them at arm's length. Byram tips another pass. It's pulled up on the floor by Cannon Russell and tied up, and the Leopardettes have the possession there. Turnover number 13 on Sulphur. We'll give the Leopardettes the ball back with 5:02 left in the third, hanging on to a 15-point lead. Russell on the handle, still this 3-2 zone. And there's another pass that is tipped. Woods tipped it. Lopez came up with it, though, and she found Byram, who was right into the basket wide open, and Kylie Byram, nice layup underneath. Puts the Leopardettes back up by 17, 34-17. Peters works around the Woods screen, sends it to the right corner from McCage. She gets to the left elbow, gets it to Beasley. Beasley into the lane, around Lopez, rejected by Lopez, but I think she had one hand rejecting the ball, the other hand on the body, and Alondra picks up her first. That is the third team foul now on the Leopardettes, and we're not even halfway through this third quarter yet. Beasley at the free throw line will get two. She is 1 for 2 there tonight. I guess I should say this morning. And she's short with the first one. The announcer jinx works. Jolie McReynolds returns for the Leopardettes, along with the number 23, Ava Hassler, the 5'4" freshman. Cannon Russell checks out along with Gentry Wilmot. Beasley knocks down the second free throw. 34-18, Leopardettes by 16. We've still got 4:20 left. Lopez to Hassler, into the left corner, Byram. Back up top, Hernandez. McReynolds right corner, inside to Lopez. Turns around with the left hand off the glass. Got the kind roll. And Lopez put the Leopardettes up double again, 36-18. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Lee around a double screen. Pass stolen in the way in the lane, and McReynolds comes away with it. Turnover number 14. Hassler in the corner, traveled with it, caught it. Then wanted to go inside, didn't get the dribble down, and Leopardettes turn it over for the 11th time in the ballgame. And, Lee lost it. Hernandez was right there to claim it. Hassler couldn't finish the layup, though. And Byron nearly came up with another steal right there. Knocks it out of bounds, though. Peters races up the floor and then absolutely annihilated Byram there. Let's see. Yep, they do get Peters. Great job. I tell you what, Kylie Byram, that's tough to stand there when you've got Peters running at you full steam and just to stand there and take that. But she did a great job and forces Peters to pick up foul number 4. So Peters will check out. Jordan Johnson returns for the Lady Bulldogs. McReynolds, the give and go. Hernandez tried to go across the lane to Byron, but it's knocked out of bounds by Jaden Lee from Sulphur. It'll be Leopardette basketball. McReynolds to trigger. Lopez takes the call for it and moved just about the time McReynolds threw it. And there's a great hustle down the floor. Jolie McReynolds runs right down the lane and knocks a pass out of bounds that probably would have given Sulphur an easy one. Inbounds. Johnson tried to get it to Lee. Hernandez tips that pass away. Johnson still looking. Finally gets it in the left corner to Lee. She'll get into the lane. Floater up and good. Nice move from Jaden Lee. Gives her in double figures with 10. 36-20. Leopardettes by 16. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Hassler looking for Lopez. Pass was tipped, but hustle from Hernandez. She can't control it, but she'll at least get the tie ball. But the possession arrow belongs to Sulphur, which means that's 12 turnovers now on the Leopardettes. Third here in the second half, and Cannon Russell right back in the ball game. Hassler will check out. Johnson gets it to Lee. Quick catch and shoot from the baseline. Shot won't go, but manages to come up with her own miss. Gets it in the corner, picked up by Russell now. Goes to the corner, comes back to the wing, runs into Lopez on the double team, falls down. It's loose on the floor, and Hernandez again on the floor coming up with a loose ball, but the tie ball this time goes to the Leopardettes. Lopez checks us out. McGowan is back in for Lindsay with 2:36 left in the third. Lindsay with the ball in a 16-point lead. McReynolds right wing. Comes back to McGowan. Across the top of the key to Hernandez. Hernandez back to Russell in the corner. Hernandez cuts in and leave it for McGowan on the wing and then threw it away. Woods perfectly played that to come up with the steal and then blows the basket at the other end. McGowan tips the rebound, can't come up with it, and it'll go out of bounds, and they'll say last touched by the Lady Bulldogs. Leopardettes get a break right there. Turnover that did not turn into points at the other end. 36-20 Leopardettes, 2 minutes left here in the third. Russell walks it across. McReynolds right wing. The give and go, and another bad pass. Turnover number 13 now for Lindsay. McCage pushing up the floor. Byram trying to get in front of her, and Kylie Byram picks up her third personal. Fourth team foul, so the next team foul on the Leopardettes will put the Lady Bulldogs into bonus. Johnson gets the inbounds pass Into Woods, gives it right back to Johnson. McReynolds knocks it away from her, but out of bounds. Stays with Sulphur. Johnson again on the baseline to inbounds. Lee gets it around a Woods screen. McCage drives the left side of the lane. Leslie Wilmot, who checked back in to replace Byram at that last timeout, did a great job of turning her away. McCage gets it back in the right corner, goes inside to Beasley. One-on-one with McGowan. Beasley over the front of the rim, can't get it to go, and then she gets whistled jumping up over the back of McGowan, trying to come up with that rebound. Her third, team's second here in the third quarter. So Russell will walk it across for the Leopardettes as we approach a minute 15 left to go here in the third quarter. Hernandez, and again, great anticipation of those passes. Leopardettes have got to take better care of the basketball. McCage tips it, but it goes out of bounds, so they'll try this again. Russell drives down, gets it to McReynolds on the wing. McGowan driving down from the high post, lays it up and in. Long drought there for the Leopardettes. Finally get something on the board. 38-20. They're back up by 18. 50 seconds left here in the third. McCage top of the key. Goes left. Gets it out into the left corner. Johnson got around Russell. Pass was blocked and tipped, and then Johnson knocked it out of bounds. Great defense from Leslie Wilmot, who blocked the shot and then tipped the rebound up, and then when she did, Johnson knocked it out of bounds. Russell to Hernandez, quickly left corner Leslie. They double team McGowan, go to the high post to Russell. Left elbow jumper won't go, but McGowan fights for a rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. It'll be Leopardette basketball with 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lob in the lane for McGowan. Double team, sends it out to Russell. McReynolds right back in, and Woods again steps right in front of McGowan and steals the basketball. It's turnover number 14 for the Leopardettes. Hernandez with Lee. Woods to the high post, Beasley. Sends it out right wing, and Leslie steals it away from McCage. 3 seconds, and McCage comes right back, and then it's knocked right back. It was 2-3 turnovers right there in that final 5 or 6 seconds, but turns out the Leopardettes will get to the end of three with an 18-point lead. 38-20 our score at the end of the third. Back up to Page. We'll take a timeout, come back with the fourth quarter after this. This is Leopardette basketball. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
Lady Bulldogs have the possession arrow, so they'll get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Leopardettes send Gentry, Leslie, Cannon, Marisol Hernandez, and Maddie McGowan on the floor to start the fourth. Lee, McCage, Beasley, Woods, and Johnston on the floor for Sulphur. Hernandez really playing great defense. Forces the 5-second call. Jaden Lee could not get away from Marisol Hernandez. That's just great defense. And that is turnover number 20 now against the Lady Bulldogs. Cannon steps up against that 3-2 zone. Gentry, the lob inside intended for McGowan, too long. Lee comes up with it on the backside. Leopardettes have 16 turnovers, and then we'll get a foul on Leslie Wilmot, trying to come back and get the basketball. Just her second, and that's just the first foul here in the fourth quarter.
It's on 3.
Beasley gets the inbounds from Johnston, gives it right back to Johnston. She'll work on Russell coming up the floor. And Russell knocks it loose. Johnson gets it back. She'll get it to McCage out near the half line. Woods, left side, nearly lost it. McCage ended up with it. Long three off the mark. Leslie Wilmot tracks down rebound number 4. Gentry in the right side. Leslie at the free throw line. Pass too tall. Woods with, that is Lee with the steal. And Lee will take it coast to coast and lay it up. We're a minute into the fourth quarter. Leopardette lead down to 16, 38-22. Left corner Leslie looking inside of McGowan. She's doubled. Hernandez to Gentry goes to the right side, and another one of those lob passes to the corner. And we've talked about it the whole game. Sulphur is too scrappy. They fight for everything. And again, nearly, that's what, 16, 17 turnovers, nearly turnover number 18 right there. Number 21, Briley Russell, the 5'5" freshman, checks in for the Leopardettes. Gentry will have a seat. Skip pass over to Leslie, left wing. Hernandez back over to Russell. Briley, I'm going to have to start using first names now. I've got 2 Russells on the floor. Hernandez, the great fake, gets it back in the left corner. Leslie for 3, that one's no good. There's Briley with a backside rebound, but it's taken away from her, but lost, and Briley gets it back. Cannon in the lane. Hernandez up top, Leslie. Hernandez sends it back in the corner to Cannon. Cannon, nobody picks her up. She'll fire the 3. That doesn't go, but there's Hernandez with an offensive rebound. Russell will get it back. Leslie's wide open in the corner. The lob inside. McGowan finally gets it, and then she'll be fouled and head to the free throw line. And that is foul number 4 on Haley Beasley. First team foul here in the fourth quarter, but 2 free throws coming up for McGowan. She's 1 for 2 on the night, has 9 points in the ball game, and she's in double figures with 10 now with that free throw. Pushes the Leopardette lead to 17 at 39-22 and make it 18. McGowan goes 2 for 2 at the line. She's in double figures with 11, and there's Hernandez with the steal. Foul called on number 25, Jaden Lee. That is her 3rd, second team foul. So no free throws here. Hernandez on the baseline to trigger. Out in the corner, McGowan. Up top, Russell. Swing it. Briley. Hernandez in the corner. Inside. Great play there from Beasley. Comes up with the steal. That was just great, again, to get around McGowan and steal that pass. Lee looks to try to get on Hernandez. Can't get there. Johnston in the corner. McCage could not get that 3 up with Leslie in her face. Woods has it between the circles. Briley with the defense there. They get it to the high post of Beasley. Lee diving through the lane, and foul will go on number 25, Marisol Hernandez. That's just her first personal. Only the second team foul in the quarter, but that one on the shot will send Jaden Lee to the free throw line. 2 of 4, now make it 2 of 5 on the morning from the line. Amari Peters returns for Sulphur, and Haley Beasley will have a sit on the bench. 40-22 Leopardettes. We've got 5:25 left in the ball game as Jaden Lee will knock down her second of 2 free throws. She's got 13 in the ball game. It is 40-23 Leopardettes. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them and come back to Leopard Arena after this. This is Leopardette basketball presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
5:25 left in the ball game. Leopardettes with the ball. Full court pressure pulled out here by Coach Walker. 17, 18. Riley Russell gets the pass across the timeline. Cannon Russell on the handle, goes left, comes back, goes right, comes back left. Hand off to Leslie, to Hernandez, to Russell. Russell across the lane. Great defense again. Emily McCage using that 5'9", 5'10" frame of hers. Knocks another pass away in the lane. Inbounds. Cannon Russell. Finally, the first three of the day for the Leopardettes. Cannon Russell knocks it down from the right corner, and the Leopardettes are up by 20, 43-23. McCage tries to answer. It's an air ball. Briley Russell with the rebound underneath. Cannon Russell pushes it the other way. Double team. Comes to Briley. Inside to McGowan. Turns around on McCage. Up off the glass and in for Maddie McGowan. 45-23 Leopardettes. 4:25 left in the ball game. Briley picks up Peters as she goes down and lays it off the glass, but left it short. Briley with the miss. The outlet for Cannon. Cannon pushes it to the corner. Briley gets the dribble handoff. Works right to left, left back to right with Leslie. Cannon gets a wide open look at three from the right wing, and again it's an air ball. Briley Russell did her best to save that one in bounds, but had her foot on the baseline when she grabbed it. That'll go as turnover number 19 against the Leopardettes. Peters gives it back to Woods. Woods works it across with Leslie waiting on her, and Hernandez doing everything she can to deny Lee the basketball. And then that had to hurt as hard as Hernandez hit that pass right there and knock it out of bounds. That was awesome. 3:50 left in the ball game. 45-23 Leopardettes. Peters gives it right back to McCage over on that right wing. Goes to work on McGowan. Pass is tipped by Leslie. The Leopardettes come up with the turnover. It's turnover number 21 against the Lady Bulldogs. Russell works on Johnson, top of the key. Briley inside to McGowan and traveled with it. She got McCage in the air, but official says she shuffled her feet underneath, and that is now turnover number 20 on the Leopardettes. In the game for the Leopardettes, number 4, Gracie Bray, the 5'1" sophomore. Cannon Russell checks out. Oh, there's a block from McGowan, but it got her on the arm, and Maddie will pick up her second personal. Third team foul in the quarter, but Jaden Lee heads to the free throw line. Two shots coming up here for the sophomore. And that one gets a soft roll and falls in. 45-24 now, as Lopez returns and replaces McGowan for the Leopardettes. Leslie Wilmot also checks out as Kylie Byram checks back in. Second free throw is good for Jaden Lee. 45-25, Leopardettes with 3:15 to go. In transition, Gracie Bray off the glass and in. They break the press and got Bray on the backside for an easy one. 47-25 Leopardettes, and Woods lost the handle on the pass from Lee. It goes out of bounds. 22nd turnover now on Sulphur. The Leopardettes with the basketball. Hernandez gets the pass away from Peters, sends it up to Byram. Byram double teamed, gets it away back to Hernandez, and Hernandez traveled with it. She wanted to come over here to Russell, and Lee was in the way and couldn't get rid of the ball before she put her foot down. Had 9 turnovers in the first half. Leopardettes have 12 here in the second half. Lee pushes left, double team, wild shot, but right there to try to get it put back in twice and could not get it done was Beasley, and Hernandez finally comes up with that last one, and Hernandez in transition couldn't get the shot, draws the contact though. That goes on Kate Woods, her third team foul in the quarter. And to the free throw line, Marisol Hernandez. 2 for 2 now 3 for 3 in the ballgame. All 3 of her points have come from the charity stripe. Puts the Leopardette lead back to 23 at 48-25. And got them both. She's perfect at the line, 4 for 4. 49-25, Leopardettes. 2.5 left in the ballgame. Lee across the timeline. Over to Peters. Drives the left side of the lane. Tried to dump it down low, and right there to knock it loose was Kylie Byram. Bray on the floor as well. We get the jump ball. The Leopardettes have the possession arrow. Inbounds comes to Briley. Briley gets away from a cage, has Lee coming up from behind, and loses the basketball. Here comes Peters the other way. Stops, sends it out left side. Catch fire 3 from the left wing. Will not drop for Lee, but Beasley is there for the rebound and the putback. Beasley's got 8 rebounds in the ball game. Under 2 minutes to go now. Bray trying to get away from Lee, and Lee will get whistled for the reach-in foul. Jaden Lee's 4th personal is the 4th team foul in the quarter, so another foul on Sulphur will put the Leopardettes in the bonus. Hernandez to inbound in front of her own bench. Lopez between the circles. Gives it up to Briley. Russell picks up her dribble, gets it away to Bray on that left side, goes to the left corner for Hernandez, skip it all the way to the right side to Russell, into the right court for Byram, to the free throw line for Bray, inside for Lopez, double teamed. Bray left elbow, jumper on the way, won't drop, fight underneath for the rebound, and they're going to say last touched by Emily McCage from Sulphur. It'll be Leopardette basketball. So Bray will trigger on the baseline, gets it to Lopez, right back out in the corner to Bray. Briley Russell between the circles, back to Bray left wing. 3 ball is on the way, skips across, no good. Byram on the backside for the rebound though. Gets it back out to Hernandez, working back into the left corner. Briley Russell for 3, that won't drop. Rebound tipped, Lopez has it, goes back to Briley, who was cutting in from the left lane. Nice feed from Lopez, who was double teamed. Briley ends up with the basket. 51-27, Leopardettes. We go under a minute to go. Lee to Woods, got Bray in the air, drives down. Lopez with the defense. And there's just the height of Haley Beasley, who comes up with rebound number 9 and gets the putback. 51-29 Leopardettes. Driving the other way is Briley Russell, and she can't get a free or a layup to drop, but she will get free throws. Foul called on number 14, Emily McCage, her 3rd. Leopardettes for the final 33 seconds are in the bonus. And Briley Russell cannot connect the first of 2 free throws. So Leopardettes are going to take home the 3rd place plaque here in the 2025 edition of the Charles Cahetla Classic. Briley 0 for 2. Lopez, however, saves the rebound, and Hernandez can't finish it underneath. McCage comes up with that miss. And the tie ball possession arrow belongs with Sulphur with 23 seconds left. Jaden Lee will bring it across for Sulphur. Works to the right, comes back left, goes back right, all the way to the baseline, double team, throws up an air ball, and that was a 51-29 no call. As Beasley on the back of a Leopardette in the lane, and they just let that one go. It goes out of bounds. Leopardettes come away with it, and that'll be it. The Leopardettes with a 51-29 win. They will take home the 3rd place plaque here at the Charles K. Cahetla Classic. And we'll stick around here for the presentation. And again, the Lady Bulldogs will go to 1-8 on the season now, and the Leopardettes improve to 10-3. Hang on to that number 12 ranking in the state in 3A for another day.
This time, Lindsay Middle School Principal Athletic Director Tom Ferguson will present the
So athletic director and middle school principal Tommy Ferguson presents the third place plaque to the Lindsay Leopardettes. Leslie Wilmot accepts that for the Lindsay Leopardettes. With that, we'll send it back up. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to wrap it up from Leopard Arena right after this on KBLP Live.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many leopards and leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
The City of Lindsay is a proud sponsor of LHS athletics and academics and wishes all leopards and leopardettes a healthy, happy, successful season.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198, and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year. T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Are you a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Back to wrap up the girls' game, the Lindsay Leopardettes pick up their 10th win of the season. 10-3 as they beat the Sulphur Bulldogs for third place in the Charles Cahetla Classic for 2025. 51-29 the final score. And this game really came down for Sulphur. It was all Jaden Lee. She finishes with 15 in the game. Haley Beasley did have a better second half. She finishes with 8. 7 of those all came in the second half for Beasley. And then 3 apiece from Emily McCage and Kate Woods, those on a 3-point basket apiece from them back in the first half. That was it. There was all Beasley and Jaden Lee here in the second half for Sulphur. Sulphur ends up 7 of 12 from the free throw line on the afternoon. It is not afternoon yet. You're getting close, though. It is still morning. For the Lindsay Leopardettes, 2 players in double figures to lead the way. Maddie McGowan finishes with 13 in the ball game. And then Cannon Russell finishes with 11. She had the lone 3-point make for the Leopardettes there in that fourth quarter. Then the Leopardettes get, again, 13 from McGowan, 11 from Russell, 7 from Gentry Wilmot. All of those came in the first half, and she was 3 or 4 from the free throw line for 3 of her 7. Then 6 points from Leslie Wilmot, 4 points from Marisol Hernandez. She was perfect from the free throw line, 4 of 4 for her 4 points. Then we go to 2 points apiece from Gracie Bray, Kylie Byram, Briley Russell, and Alondra Lopez rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes. I believe I got the 6 in there from Leslie Wilmot. She had 6 on the night. All of those were in the first half as well. The Leopardettes good from the line tonight, 80%. They were 16 of 20 from the charity stripe tonight. So a lot of free throw attempts for the Leopardettes, and they made them count. Leopardettes +5 on the glass for the day, 24-19. They out-rebound Sulphur. And then the ugly numbers for both teams that neither coach are going to want to talk about. Sulphur ends up with 24 turnovers this morning, and the Leopardettes end up with 22. So talked about needing to take care of the basketball, and the Leopardettes got worse in the second half than they did in the first half. But, again, the Leopardettes pick up the win. And go to a 10-3 on the season. It is 51-29 win. And we will see the Leopardettes right back here at Leopard Arena coming up on Friday night as the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers will be in the house for a regular Friday night action. So we'll do that coming back right here on Friday night in Lindsay. So with that, we're going to say goodbye for a little bit. So we're going to send it back up to a page to round us out here, and then we'll take a break. This is the third place boys game, and this should be I got to double check myself here. I think it is Chickasha Pauls Valley boys that'll be playing for third place here. Yes. Then we will have the championship girls game. Hera and Chickasha will play for the championship on the girls side. And then we will be back for the championship boys game, a scheduled 2 p.m. tip-off for that. Sulphur and Lindsay playing for the championship of the boys bracket. So we will be back for that broadcast at 2, and we're expecting that the Glenn Shoemaker will be back with us for that broadcast, so you'll get to have somebody besides me to listen to for that one. Big thank you to Paige Sutherland, who came out of retirement to run the live stream for us. Did a great job. Appreciate her very much. Appreciate Kevin coming up and getting everything set up for us and ready to go for today, as well as he ran the camera today. And, of course, Jason Wallenberg back at our studios. We're going to say goodbye for now. We'll be back here. Expect a 1:45 pregame for a 2 p.m. tip-off for the Lindsay Leopards and the Sulphur Bulldogs. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Order to go and settle in for all your leopard action at home. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Physical Therapy Central in Lindsay, Oklahoma is here for you, whether you're a dedicated athlete or you're just trying to navigate your new normal. Our team is dedicated to providing quality service to make your experience as easy as possible. We're wishing our Leopards and Leopardettes a healthy, happy, successful basketball season.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697.